As it turns out, Blade, the upcoming Blade reboot from Marvel Studios, will not be R-rated. That's right, Blade will be PG-13. Don't know how to feel. In a recent interview as part of the TCAs, Marvel Studios' Kevin Feige was asked about the future of R-rated franchises, since obviously Deadpool 3 is R-rated, and he doubled, tripled, quadrupled down on that, saying, yes, it's gonna be R-rated, that's Deadpool, that's how it stays. And he was asked about other properties, and that's when he dropped the bombshell on many people, saying that the upcoming film slate, everything they've announced, this includes Blade, is not going to be R-rated. There will be no other R-rated MCU content outside of the likes of Deadpool. Now, we already know that there's some content that's part of Disney Plus that's been rated higher, like R-rated equivalent over on Disney Plus in other territories, but that's individualized. I think he's talking the broad scope, the bigger picture of everything. Which then brings us back to Blade, the Vampire Slayer, will not be R-rated. Now, is this going to affect the story of the film? Probably not. Is this going to affect the visuals of the film? Yes, because are you going to get a scene that's as memorable as the Blood Raid? This probably means no. And, I mean, let's be real about this one. You can show blood. It's just what you show and how you show it that's a big factor in this. Because if we really start thinking about it and how they're going to be handling Blade, if the vampires just poof into dust again or flames or whatever, fine, whatever. That's allowed. That's not even going to be an R rating if it's that. But it's mass amounts of blood and how they handle it that could do an R rating. And you have to sort of be careful what you can do, and certain countries are now even more strict on blood and showing it, and I understand why many people pull back on an R rating now the more you look into it. So it sort of makes sense, and I think it will disappoint many people, but I think we need to wait to see how anything from this film looks before we say, well, it's garbage because it's not R rated. Again, I'm disappointed. Blade is not going to be R rated. Like, what? But at the same time, I want to see footage and what they're going for before I condemn it to the depths of hell and say it's garbage. Right? We understand that? I think that's kind of clear. Like, let's see some footage at least, because so far Marvel Studios has set a good example of being able to handle what they tell us they're going to handle with respect. So let's just wait and see, and if it turns out to be garbage, then we'll call it garbage.